Child abuse is a comprehensive problem with numerous causes and cannot be narrowed to one cause. In 1996, it was estimated that more than 3 million children were victims of child abuse and neglect. Understanding these causes is crucial to understanding the problems and addressing the problems of child abuse. The main idea of the speech will revolve around family environment, social causes, and parental profiling. Family environment, it's the amount of stressors experienced by family members that increases the risk for child abuse. According to Jacqueline Campbell, the author of Assessing Dangers, Violence by Batterers and Child Abusers, the risk factors in the family include, but are not limited to, abusive and high-risk parents that often have alcohol and drug-related problems. Campbell also stated that stressors can include verbal and physical conflict within the family, as well as lack of family unity and expressiveness. Consequently, a family that lacks sufficient economic and social support may also create a condition that encourages abuse. As the increase of unconventional families is on the rise, so is abuse. According to Jacqueline Campbell, children that are in a household with unrelated parents have a higher risk of child abuse than children with the same parent, and approximately 70% of the deaths caused by a child's father, followed by a non-biological male. The San Francisco Chronicle, April 3, 2009, wrote an article on a horrendous abuse case where 3 children were beaten. They were confined to a backyard for 2 years by their aunt and grandmother. The abuse of these 3 children was nothing more than unspeakable. The Chronicle explained that the grandmother and aunt made the 3 children live in inhumane conditions in the yard and were fed as little as once a week. They also had to use the water hose outside to bathe with. Kimberly McCabe, she's the author of Child Abuse in the Criminal Justice System, wrote about another abuse case where Lisa Steinberg was killed by her adoptive father, Joel Steinberg, while his girlfriend stood by and watched. McCabe also wrote about a 14-month-old boy that was killed when hit by his mother's boyfriend by violently shaking a child. These are just a few case examples of unrelated parents and male predators that have caused harm or death to a child. I don't feel people are born violent. However, so many different social causes can make an individual engage in horrific and destructive behavior. According to Elizabeth Engler, author of Understanding Violence, studies have been conducted by psychologists and criminologists on what causes violence. Income, life choices, and other external factors were noted. According to Engler, social, class, and poverty levels are also common factors associated with violence. The Xanax Growth and Recovery for Abuse Survivors website includes information on research that was conducted by the National Incidence Research, and it shows that children that come from homes that earn less than 15,000 years annually or are also more likely to undergo some form of abuse. In 1992, England conducted a study that included education levels of men and also noted that different levels had an impact on their tendency to become violent. Sometimes social norms or practices just create an environment in which abuse thrives. The parent's age is a parental profile. It's a crucial factor, especially when the parents are teenagers. Teenage parents are more likely to abuse their children. A reason could be that they are not completely developed adults. In the 2002 Journal of Division of Child, Youth, and Family Services of the American Psychology Association, poor parenting skills, young parents, and low education levels are risk factors for abusive parents. McCabe also put in, young parents may lack the experience of appropriate social relationships, which can cause unstable relationships. I quote McCabe that at-risk children consist of healthy infants from unexpected pregnancies or a complicated pregnancy and or delivery, as well as children born with mental or physical disabilities. In conclusion, I would just like to restate that the first main point of child abuse is the family environment, such as social stressors, alcohol, and drug abuse, and they're critical to identifying the likelihood of child abuse. Similar to the second main point, socioeconomic causes such as income level, life choices, and different cultural values are also cause for child abuse. Parental profile, the last main point, should also not be neglected because it equally possesses serious ramifications while taking into consideration parents' age. Child abuse is not a matter that should be taken lightly because it destroys the innocent lives of our future leaders. Thank you.